In this video, we're going to be making this flower chocolate cake, which is beautiful to look at and just as delicious to eat. These are all the ingredients you're going to need to make the chocolate sponge, so let's get started. First, grease and line a 6-inch round pan and set that aside. Then in a bowl, take your flour, the cocoa powder, baking soda, baking powder, and the salt. Mix it all up until there are no lumps and it is uniformly mixed, and then set it aside. To the water, add the instant coffee powder and mix it. Now in another bowl, you're going to take the sugar, add the coffee water in, buttermilk, yogurt or dahi, and the oil. And mix it all up for a minute. Once it is combined, add in your dry ingredients and mix them with a whisk just until they are all combined and incorporated in the batter. Make sure not to overmix this. Then pour the batter into your prepared pan. Tap the pan to get rid of any air bubbles. And bake this in a preheated oven for about 20 to 25 minutes or until a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean. Make sure not to overbake it. Then let your cake cool completely, and meanwhile make the ganache. These are the ingredients you're going to need for the ganache. Now in a microwave safe bowl, you're going to add in your chopped chocolate and the fresh cream. And microwave this for about 20-second intervals until both of them are melted and combined. You can also make this using a double boiler by just placing the bowl on some hot boiling water and then stirring until both of them are melted. Now let your ganache also cool. Meanwhile, you're going to make the frosting, and these are all the ingredients you're going to need. So whip some whipping cream on high speed until you have stiff peaks. Midway through beating this, you can add in your food coloring. This is optional and you can use any color that you like. I love pink color, so I'm adding that in. Now once your frosting has stiff peaks, you can stop. Now you're going to take your cake out of the pan, so run a knife around the sides. And then I flip it onto a plate lined with some cling film. And then cut the cake into 2 slices along the middle. Place your first layer onto the plate that you want to frost your cake on. And then add on the ganache. And then spread it out evenly. Place the second cake layer on top. And since my top layer had a few cracks, I just added some ganache on top to smooth it out. You can chill the cake for a while to make sure that the ganache sets. Now, I'm taking this tip. I really don't know what this icing tip is, but it's kind of like a flower petal tip that I'm using. Add some of your pink frosting into the piping bag with the tip on. And then cover the cake with some of the frosting just to give it like a crumb coat. You don't want to add a thick layer on top. And then you're going to start making the flower petals. So you're basically just kind of dragging the petals around the cake and keep making circles of this continuously. I start from the bottom and go all the way on the top. Take your time and do this patiently, and your cake is going to look beautiful when everything is done. Once you're happy with how far in you are with your flower petals, you can stop. And then take some colorful sprinkles, or you can honestly use any color sprinkles or chocolate chips, and then add them in the center of the flower. And you're basically done. Your flower cake is ready and it looks so pretty. Honestly, this is so difficult to eat because of how beautiful it looks. I actually made this for my godchild, so I gave it to her as a gift, and yeah, she was really happy with this. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Make sure to stay subscribed for new recipes, and I'll see you soon with a new video. Bye!